If you're over 60 and love walnuts as much as I do, listen up. You might be turning these heart-healthy superstars into silent health saboteurs without even knowing it. Are you pairing them with your morning tea or spinach salad, thinking it's a power combo? Big mistake. These common slip-ups could drain away their benefits and spike risks like anemia or kidney stones. Welcome back to Senior Nutrition 101, where we cut through the noise to give you real, science-backed tips for thriving in your golden years. Today we're diving into walnuts, those crunchy gems packed with omega-3s and antioxidants. But if you're making these 4 dangerous mistakes, you could be spoiling their magic and harming your health. We'll walk you through each one, why it matters, and how to fix it so you can enjoy walnuts the way they're meant to be. If this sounds like the wake-up call you need, hit that like button right now and subscribe to join our community of savvy seniors. All right, let's dive in, starting with mistake number 1. Mistake number 1, pairing walnuts with strong tea, especially black tea. You know that cozy ritual of munching on a handful of walnuts with your afternoon brew? It feels innocent. But for us over 60, it's a sneaky trap that could rob your body of essential nutrients. Here's why this combo is a no-go. Walnuts are loaded with healthy fats and minerals. But when you mix them with strong tea, the tannins in the tea team up with compounds in the nuts to block iron absorption by a whopping 60 to 70%. Iron deficiency anemia is already a big issue for about 25% of folks our age, leading to fatigue that zaps your energy, fuzzy thinking that messes with your daily crossword, and even chronic constipation, because those tannins slow down your gut motility. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition from 2017 looked at this exact interaction in older adults. They found that sipping just 200 milliliters of black tea with 30 grams of walnuts slashed iron uptake from a meal by 68%. That's huge, especially when our bodies aren't as efficient at absorbing nutrients anymore. The solution is straightforward. Keep your walnut snack and tea time separate. Aim for at least an hour or 2 between them to let your body soak up that iron without interference. Try enjoying your walnuts plain or with a non-tannin drink like herbal tea or water. This simple tweak lets you keep the benefits without the backlash. Moving on to mistake number 2, combining walnuts with oxalate-rich foods like spinach, beets, or chocolate. Picture this. You're whipping up a healthy salad with fresh spinach, a sprinkle of walnuts, and maybe some dark chocolate for dessert. Sounds nutritious, but for seniors, this mix could be brewing trouble in your kidneys. Let me break it down. Oxalates are natural compounds in these foods, and when they pile up, say, more than 300 milligrams in a meal, they bind with calcium to form crystals that can lodge in your kidneys, sparking stones or worsening existing ones. Kidney stones hit about 60% of people over 65 with a history of them, causing sharp back pain, urinary issues, and even chronic kidney disease if left unchecked. A 2020 study in the journal Urology zeroed in on this for older folks. Eating 28 grams of walnuts with 100 grams of spinach doubled urinary oxalate levels and bumped up the risk of new stones by 3.4 times over a year. It's not that walnuts are oxalate bombs themselves, but stacking them with high oxalate pals amplifies the problem, especially as our kidneys slow down with age. Here's the fix. Space out these foods or swap them smartly. If you're craving that spinach salad, hold the walnuts and add them to a low oxalate option like yogurt or oatmeal instead. Drink plenty of water, at least 8 glasses a day to flush things out, and consider soaking your walnuts overnight to cut down on some of those binding compounds. Small changes like this keep your kidneys happy, and let walnuts shine as the anti-inflammatory heroes they are. All right? Mistake number 3. Eating walnuts with iron-rich foods like red meat or dark leafy greens without spacing them out. You might think tossing walnuts into your steak stir-fry or kale smoothie is boosting your meal, But if you're not timing it right, you're actually shortchanging your iron stores, and that's a big deal for us in our 60s and beyond. Why does this matter? Walnuts contain phytic acid, a natural anti-nutrient that grabs onto non-heme iron, the kind from plants and some meats, and blocks its absorption by 55 to 70%. Anemia from iron deficiency affects up to 30% of women over 65, leading to exhaustion that keeps you from your grandkids' games, heart strain that could tip into failure, and just an overall dip in life quality. The Journal of Nutrition in 2016 tested this with nuts. Pairing 20 grams of walnuts with 100 grams of beef dropped iron absorption by 62%. And a 2023 piece in Blood on Anemia in seniors stressed spacing out phytate-heavy foods like walnuts from iron sources by at least 2 hours to dodge this pitfall, as our aging guts absorb less efficiently anyway. The trick is all about timing. Enjoy your walnuts as a standalone snack mid-morning, then have that iron-packed lunch or dinner later. If you must combine, soak the nuts first to reduce phytic acid by up to 50%. Just rinse them after. This way you're maximizing every nutrient without the tug-of-war. Mistake number 4. Overdoing walnuts if you have gout or allergies. Walnuts are nutrient powerhouses, but chowing down too much, especially if you're prone to these issues, can turn them from friend to foe quicker than you think. Let's unpack this. Walnuts have relatively low purines, about 25 milligrams per 100 grams, so they're not gout triggers for most. But if you've got a history of gout, piling on could nudge your uric acid levels up just enough to spark a flare-up. With that throbbing joint pain that's no joke as we age. Allergies are another red flag. Even a mild reaction can cause swelling or breathing trouble, which hits harder when our respiratory systems aren't as robust over 60. A 2024 study on PubMed Central examined nut intake and hyperuricemia. While walnuts generally lower the risk, overconsumption showed a slight uptick in gout episodes for older adults. It's about balance. Too much of a good thing can backfire. Solution time. Stick to moderation. Folks, 15 to 30 grams a day is the sweet spot for benefits like heart protection and reduced inflammation without overload. If gout's your nemesis, track your intake and chat with your doc about uric acid monitoring. For allergies, start small and watch for signs. If you're sensitive, skip them altogether and opt for seeds like pumpkin or sunflower. Always prioritize your unique health profile. Now, a few important caveats to keep things real. Walnuts aren't for everyone. If you've got high blood pressure, kidney stones, or are pregnant, moderation is key and they might not be ideal. Folks with nut allergies, obviously steer clear to avoid anaphylaxis. And if you're on blood thinners or have digestive woes, walnuts fiber could interact. So check with your doctor first. We're all about empowering you here, but professional advice trumps any video. Consult your healthcare pro for personalized tips. Wrapping this up, you've now got the inside scoop on dodging these walnut pitfalls, unlocking their full potential for better heart health, sharper minds, and more energy in your 60s and beyond. Remember, it's not about ditching walnuts. It's about eating them smarter to avoid those traps that snag most people. If this helped you rethink your snack game, smash that like button, subscribe for more no-nonsense tips, and drop a comment below. What's your favorite way to eat walnuts? Share your stories, I read everyone. And hey, we've got more videos lined up on senior superfoods. Click one now to keep the wisdom flowing. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.